And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yep, again, we're talking about Labour MPs, and after this last week at the Labour conference, I didn't think we were going to get any more lower than Labour have already gotten, with the likes of Keir Starmer coming out, David Lammy calling Nigel Farage a Hitler Youth member. We had Yvette Cooper saying to everyone else as plastic patriots, and they're the real patriots. We had robotic Rachel Reeves stumbling her words as she shouted. But my goodness me, I completely forgot about Ed Miliband. And my goodness me, this is probably the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen. We're going to be watching his 2-minute spiel. Sorry, I don't want to put you through it, but I'm going to put a test towards you. Try not to cringe at it because it's really, really cringy. It's really, really embarrassing as he sends Elon Musk a message to get out of our country. And get out of our politics. Oh my god, I'm sure Elon Musk is going to be running really, really scared after hearing this warning from Ed Miliband. Come on, right, let's do it. Let's watch it, guys. But as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Let's get into Ed Miliband. Oh god.
The threat from reform goes way beyond their climate-denying agenda. You see, the truth is, I wish Nigel Farage was just the snake oil Tory city boy we've known about for years. He's actually morphed into something even more dangerous. He's now a key part of a global network that wants to destroy the ties that bind our communities and our way of life. And I can sum up the threat for you in 2 words: Elon Musk. Elon Musk. He incites violence on our streets. He calls for the overthrow of our elected government. He's an enabler of disinformation through X. He thinks he can tell us how to run Britain. Conference. We have a message for Elon Musk. Get the hell out of our politics and our country.
Oh my god, I actually forgot about Ed Miliband. I don't know how I did, but my goodness me, that guy's not there, is he? He is mental. That guy is wired to the moon, I think. Wow. So he's telling Elon Musk to get out of our country. Bear in mind, Elon Musk does have British ancestry through both of his parents, and clearly cares about the United Kingdom more than Ed Miliband does, or this Labour government, telling them how to run the country. Also saying that probably the modern day Tesla or innovator of our time is not allowed into our country, has to stay away from our country, only operates his businesses and certainly moving the world forward in the right way. But the Labour government want nothing to do with him because they're calling out their deranged policies and what they've tried to do with the suppression of free speech on a nation. Okay, Ed Miliband, is that the reason why? He's done way more for the climate, if you want to call it that, than you've ever done. You're just bankrupting this country, not being able to use the North Sea oil reserves, and literally are the main sole reason as to why the British people's energy bills are so high, the highest in all of Europe, because you won't drill, because you're such a net zero fanatic that is almost bordering on insanity for me. But yeah, let's get some reaction from Ed Miliband. I mean, the whole of X has gone into sort of meltdown with regard to him because he's an absolute muppet and he's completely wired to the moon. But that speech was Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I've never seen anything like it in all my life, and I actually forgot about how cuckoo that guy actually was. Get involved in the live chat, guys. Let's get over to X and see some of the reaction for Ed Miliband here. So, Rupert Lowe says, we have a message for Elon Musk. Get the hell out of our politics in our country. What a pathetic man. Embarrassing, genuinely embarrassing. Musk, his investment and his brilliance is very welcome in Britain. The world's greatest entrepreneur has a special connection to Britain. Instead of celebrating, embracing that, our mad government use their platform to hound and abuse him. Brilliant work, just brilliant. We want people like Musk to enjoy Britain, to respect Britain, to invest in Britain. Obviously, Miliband is a spiteful little man who is putting his own political agenda ahead of the national good. Exactly. And more to the point as well, I love that he's like banning Nigel Farage and Elon Musk into the same sort of sentences, which I really don't understand, because both of them have literally just been having public feud. Well, maybe not so much Farage to Elon Musk, but certainly the other way around with regard to Musk and Musk calling out Nigel Farage on a day-to-day basis. So he's got his information wrong, and talking about misinformation and spreading misinformation, that's what they've spent the Labour conference doing, for God's sake. Let's have a look at this quickly. Hold on. Well, honestly, I was speechless when I woke up to your voice. Now you tell me how you've been feeling. This guy's a space cadet, isn't he? He is mental. God's sake. You know, my toes are curling. Can't read that one out, but yes. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit. Gareth Roberts says Ed Miliband is actually insane, isn't he? I've only just realised it. Sorry for the slowness. I completely forgot about him. He's been out of the sort of zeitgeist for a long time now. He's not been around. We've not really seen much of him. But yeah, he's absolutely mental. They're full of them. They're full of freaking weirdos in the Labour Party. You seem to always forget just how weird some of these people can actually get. Oh, God.
A few moments ago, because someone just came in and showed me a video that Ed Miliband has posted online, put it on Instagram. I've just retweeted it on X.
Oh, he put that up? Dude, I thought that was an edit. Shit, he put that up himself. Oh, my God. Well, honestly, I was speechless when I woke up to your voice. Now you tell me how you've been feeling. Oh, man, I completely missed the point there. Jesus, I thought someone just edited that themselves. He put that up. Fuck. Well, honestly, I was speechless when I woke up to your voice. Now you tell me how mental. Absolutely mental. Ed Miliband. What an idiot. He's not all there. He's certainly not all there whatsoever. What an weirdo. As I said, this is the British connection he has. Musk's grandmother, Cora, was born in Liverpool, where Miliband is speaking, and he has often said that he feels very close and powerful linked to Britain. So in 1 week, they're like, oh, everybody is welcome. So it doesn't matter if you're born in England now, right? Remember, you're English, even if you're not born in England, right? So if your family's Pakistani, right, great. Pakistani British is what you are, right? But they're now trying to push that if you feel English, you can be English. Now, Elon Musk says it takes an interest. He's actually got some British roots to him, but no, he's not allowed in. Anyone can be English, except from who we choose. Elon Musk can't be English. He's not allowed to be English because we said so. So the whole weekend they've been talking about everyone can be English, everyone can be British if they feel British. It doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter all these kind of things. But as soon as someone like Elon Musk, they don't agree with his political views, oh no, he's not English, he's not British, he's got nothing to do with Britain. Well, this is his family heritage probably has more, stems from more from the British Empire than many people that actually live in the country. But he has a good heart, Elon Musk, and I like what he says, but fuck me, he's a weirdo. Richard Tice, Ed Miliband negligently announces total ban on valuable shale gas. I mean, the guy's just doing more, to be fair. Look, we reform will immediately reverse this when we win power. Local gas creates jobs and cheap energy for lower bills. This guy is bringing the country down single-handedly as well in the energy sector. When we go through the North Sea or oil reserves and actually what's there and what's ready to go, Trump has been speaking about it so passionately over the last 3 visits that he's had in the UK. it would take energy down, and in the imported oils that would be bringing in would be sufficient for over 100 years, but they're just choosing not to use it, and instead polluting our oceans with windmills, which are really bad for the environment and just look like shit, to put it bluntly. Is that it for Ed Miliband? Wow, that guy's an absolute rocker. Should we listen to that? Well, I don't want to listen to the clip again, but get the hell out of our country. Guy's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Let's go over to the live chat and see what people are saying with regard to Ed Miliband. I'm interested and excited to see what people are thinking with this absolute lunatic. Ed Miliband. Robert Hurst says, ha ha ha, Elon will be laughing his head off. He hasn't replied just yet, but when we get there, it's going to be a funny moment. He's mental. I'm seeing the live chat. Everyone thinks he's absolutely mental as well. Kenny says, under Labour, the UK has the most expensive energy costs for industry in the Western world. Who in their right mind would listen to Ed Bacon Sandwich Miliband? Steve V says, Millipede really does need sectioning. I actually forgot how crazy the bloke was. I know he's never really like sort of always in the public debate. He's always kind of in the background a little bit. But when you realise and listen to him open his mouth, you realise why he's probably kept in the background quite a lot. Because he's freaking mental. The guy is literally plugged into the moon. He is absolutely bonkers. He's he's electric. Absolutely electric. I think it's some good names here. Ed Iggle Piggle Millipede. Millibrain, the Wallace and Gromit lookalike. This is turning into the roast of the roasting of Ed Miliband. Mental. Mr. Bean. Unbelievable how he got further than working in McDonald's. Sometimes, honestly, sometimes I pay credit to individuals like that. You know, there's, you know, if you feel like you know, I'm speaking to the younger guys here. You think you're not really cut out for much in life. You know, it's never over. Look at Ed Miliband. For fuck's sake, this guy actually has made it into the energy secretary. He's made it quite far up into politics. So there's hope for everybody out there if Ed Miliband is in these sort of positions. I mean, it's probably a detriment towards our country. But you know, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere in life, then you can use Ed Miliband as a bit of motivation for yourself. He's wild. And actually, to be fair, all of them, why are they all mental? Why is David Lammy mental? Why is Angela Rayner absolutely sparkoed as well? Keir Starmer's mental, Ed Miliband mental, all in the wrong ways. They're just wild, aren't they? They really are just absolutely wild. But Ed Miliband, again, I keep changing the rankings for them all. Sadiq Khan's definitely the worst of the worst in terms of an individual as a person. But Ed Miliband is I think he's just, I don't feel sorry for him. He's just dumb. He's just like thick as mince. And this guy is like in charge of taking our country to net zero, which nobody wants. I don't think anyone voted on this, by the way. And as a byproduct, people are paying the highest energy bills in the whole of Europe, if not the world. I'm definitely sure of it being the highest in Europe. But yeah, this is what happens when you put people like this. It's all about what schools you went to. I'm sure, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. He's probably put into a position by just because he went to the right school. But I can't believe we've got guys like this actually operating at the highest echelons of the country. Red Ed's off his rocker. Their own little cult. Very odd folk. I know. Miliband looks like something that came out of a swamp. Steve says, and still no one knows what his so-called energy company actually does, but it's taking billions of the taxpayers. Well, I'm sure he owns it, doesn't he? So he's obviously trying to fund himself, or his brother or something like that owns parts of it. It's all about rubbing each other's backs here at this level of politics. And especially with the digital ID coming in as well, when you're looking at the Tony Blair links, Tony Blair's son's company, of course, bidding for the contract at 250 million, and then of course there being a loan of 250 million from a certain unscrupulous character, but you know, Blair's behind it in terms of the company that are going to be winning the contracts, that are going to be rolling out the digital ID. It's all about rubbing each other's backs and trying to get some money made off of people's misery, and certainly net zero is one of those policies which we are seeing people misery. You know, everyday people can't pay their bills because they're through the roofs due to his fantasy with net zero that just is not going to work. But yeah, that was a good laugh, troops. Maybe we'll have something serious to talk about later. You know, that's kind of it, really. There was a lot of people in the comments actually asking about my father. Yeah, my father does live in the Philippines, by the way. But yeah, there was an earthquake there, a serious earthquake in the center of the Philippines. My father lives out in the east, so not been affected. So thank you for the comments there, actually, as well from the subscribers. So I thought I'd issue you an update on that. But yeah, no worries on this side. However, of course, really heartbreaking to see what's going on in the Philippines. So my thoughts and prayers are currently with the central of Philippines as they go through a horrible earthquake. I think 69 dead at this moment in time, and about 145 injured. And obviously, with these sort of natural disasters, the toll is probably going to increase as the day goes on. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you all later. I'm sure there's going to be something